both look to impose their will on the backboards.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Puts up a 3. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Johnson finds Young. Johnson sets the screen for Young. Shoots over Curry. A rebound by Hield.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Curry can't get it to go. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now Reza Shea after the missed 3 from Trae Young. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Butler. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. Johnson sends the screen for Young. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Fires it up. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
Yep, it counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting it.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Curry passes to Hield. Some nice passing by Golden State from outside the arc. Curry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Young against Curry. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Young for 3. He can't hit that time. Warriors leading by 3. Curry finds Moody. Back to Curry. Rebound by the Hawks. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That's tipped.
Love the effort on defense from Hield. When he's engaged, he can come up with blocks.
Young for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Young's got 10 points in the game.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young's shot is off. Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the three. Young looking around. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
7 seconds left to play in the first. Curry way outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. It's the NBA on 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. 4 on the shot clock. A miss that time would have put him up. The Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Pass to Moody. Curry on the wing. Defended by Young. Launches it. Curry can't get it to go.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Rizachet.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Green finds Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Young from outside hits it from three-point range. Young's got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Hawks.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Curry outside, rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Well, just give Curry credit. When he hustles on defense, it makes a difference.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That one is on heel. Green against Okongwu. Green kicks to Butler. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here we go, one-on-one. And that one's good, Rizachet. Rizachet has got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second chance opportunities just with effort.
Here's Young from the arc. Draymond Green pulls it in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And a deep three from Hield. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the triple. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Green with a screen for Curry. Young with the steal. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Pass to Moody. For the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Young way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Young's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Butler sets a screen for Hield. 4 seconds left.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so we conclude the first half. Bucks ahead, up by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Draw. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Hield, Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. LeVert against Hield. It's deflected. Here's Spencer. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Spencer's got his first points of the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Mann, covered by Payton. To the middle, here's Niang. And that's in. Nice feet on the play.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Post. Spencer, the pass to Payton. Count that one.
I mean, it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Mann. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mann's got his first 3 points of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Kuminga with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 3. Into the lane. A nice shot by Spencer.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Hield against LeVert. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bajemski, he's checked in for Buddy Hield.
Number 2.
Here's Niang, defended by Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock, inside. Pick off in midair. Out to the right wing. Pass to post. Here's Spencer, and Kuminga throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
The Warriors shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's Golden State now. They're on a 15-5 run.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Peyton high post, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what Coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Screen by Niang. LeVert the pass to Niang. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And then Hield with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Atlanta again missing. Warriors leading by 7. The driving Jimmy Butler.
An assertive penetrator. Love watching Butler use that athleticism to drive and finish inside.
Out to the right wing. And here's Young from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Young outside. And the 3 off target. To the paint. Ball stolen. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Atlanta. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Rizachet in at the small forward. Curry can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Okongwu. Now, here's Johnson. From the arc. Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. 3-pointer Hield. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the 3-ball is good. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Driving to the basket. And the slam by Moody.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Green, no luck. The Hawks trail by 6. Young pass to Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Assist goes to
Young's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And Butler sends it back.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Young. Back to Johnson. The kick out to Young. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Johnson. The shot misses. Great tee that time from Green. And here we go. It's Butler. And Heel gets it to go on the assist by Butler. And now an 8-point Warrior lead. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Atlanta again missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the court. Curry outside sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Young outside. He's working for Okongwu and finds him.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Draymond with the assertiveness off the drive.
And Young kicks to Daniels. This one for 3. Young, no good.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Curry, that's good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
The Warriors pull it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
It's Young on the wing. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Young's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
And you can tell Richeche has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson...
a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, BA, and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Bataze in at the center position. Here's Suggs, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Curry passes to Hield. Back to Curry from outside the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Suggs outside. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Bataze. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round, and he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now here's Curry. Green, a screen. Shot from 12, and that one comes up a bit short. Here's Orlando. Wagner with a screen on Butler. Bataze attacking. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Moody good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Suggs with it. Now guarded by Curry. Outside, Caldwell Pope. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Bataze with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Hield passes to Curry. Butler, a screen on Suggs. The three from Curry. It's rebounded by Wagner. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Suggs with the bucket.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
And here's Butler outside. It doesn't go for him. And here are the Magic now. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Banchero. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Magic leading by 8. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Now here's Suggs. He has 7. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Banchero. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup. Banchero's gotten his second bucket of the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Butler. And he's going for the oop here.
Butler really sees the floor and finds his opportunities to move that ball around. A true team player.
Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bataze with a screen. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Green, the pass to Curry. There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter, and that one's good. Green.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
And Banchero with a bucket on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Curry. There's the 3. Unable to get that one. Banchero surveys. The Warriors pull it in. Puts up a deep three. No good that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Orlando ahead, leading by 8. Stay with us. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court for Orlando. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the point. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
A physical guard, Suggs, loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just 1 game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Outside for Butler. Second chance shot, and he drives in. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Wagner, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Orlando leading by 11. From the arc. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Moody. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So Orlando ends up going with a new group, now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
You see the quickness there from Anthony, beating everybody to the spot.
Outside Moody. There's the triple. And the Warriors miss again.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Anthony against Butler. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Anthony outside. Isaac with a screen on Curry. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his balance all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
Curry against Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And they're on the run. Isaac against Butler. Here's Carter. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, when we talk about the modern big, Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot, he boards it, he's got good size and a pretty diverse skill set.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Anthony in the post. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Queen. Picked by Carter. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Unloads. The shot, no good. Green with the defensive effort. Outside Curry. Lets a floater go. And here's Butler outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Butler's got 5 now.
Seems to me like Butler is just always in rhythm and under control. His next shot is never far away.
Pass to Heel. To the middle. Here's Green. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Anthony. Sinks another one. He's on a roll. Starting 4 for 4.
Kept moving and found an opening. Staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
The kick out. Curry. Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. Outside Moody. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Orlando. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Give me a peek. They're measuring out the shot.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes a legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And he drops it in from the low post. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Warriors trail by 13. Outside Kuminga. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Orlando leading by 11. Anthony with it. Now Pajemski defending. The 3 ball. Anthony misses. The Warriors shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking. Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Orlando shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Throws it up high.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Anthony, the pass to Isaac. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. Orlando shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And, you know, right now for me, it's all about confidence as it relates to Isaac. I mean, this guy has the tools to be special. I think he just needs to be more consistent.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Ryan, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Ryan, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
Pass to post. Puts up a three. Shot clock at 5. The three is up. Golden State with a rebound. Here's Spencer.
Magic foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him. And Caro's checked in for Isaac.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Pass to Spencer. Puts up a deep three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Orlando leading by 12. Picked his pocket. On the wing, Peyton. And he lobs it up. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Wagner with a steal. And the Magic pushing it up now. Suggs surveys the D. Back to Caldwell Pope. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter. It's good. And the Magic lead by 14.
Yeah, a really difficult cover, especially in these screen and rolls. I mean, Caldwell Pope is fantastic with his creativity.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Pass to Pajemski. Here's Spencer. To the inside. And stolen by Banchero. And the Magic pushing it up now. On up the court. Finished off the break. Banchero's got 8.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
And rejected. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. 24 seconds left in the third. On the break. And he lobs it up top. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Nice job grinding through and earning the whistle. Caldwell Pope felt it coming and just pushed through it.
And so he hits both. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Ball stolen.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And the three-pointer goes.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Batadze in at the 5 down low.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Butler against Suggs. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Another steal.
In tight quarters, that can be a very awkward pass to make.
Wagner for 3. That one doesn't drop.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Curry looking it over. Gets the 3 to fall. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Banchero, 3-pointer. Suggs with the bucket.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Curry, no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's foul number 2 for him.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
And it's Green off the drive. And it's hammered home by Green.
Offensively, this is Green at his best in attack mode.
Suggs finds Banchero. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Golden State basketball.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds in the game. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Suggs. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Down low. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Golden State has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. And so it's Golden State with it. Curry passes to Green. Curry against Suggs. And it's Butler with the jam.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction, and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
Suggs finds Wagner. Banchero right side. And they'll get another chance. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Here's Batadze. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
The kick out, Curry. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 9 rebounds now.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
Suggs, the pass to Batadze. Gets an open look and hits it.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Pass to Moody. Curry with it. Let's go with a three. They get it again. Out to Hield. Moody with it. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Here's Batadze. Butler covering. Batadze, the pass to Wagner. Misses the three. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They grab their own miss. Moody from outside. Drains the triple.
Smooth passing that time. Butler doing his best to keep everybody involved and in sync.
And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Another steal. Wagner outside. Inside. Here's Banchero. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let any
matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Young. Just 5 to shoot. Over Suggs. Young's shot is good.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often.
Here's Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And that one's good. Ricochet.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Ricochet looking like a polished shooter already.
And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 Conference Finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Bitadze.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on that.
And finished off by Banchero.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Young way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Caldwell Pope got a piece of it. They get it back. Banchero against Johnson. Here's Bitadze. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Young's shot is off. Orlando, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Kicks it out to Banchero. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Caldwell Pope outside. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, Caldwell Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Bitadze. Orlando leading. Pass to Suggs. He trains the quick shot.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Shot clock at 6. Wagner passes to Banchero. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024. Paulo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Now Caldwell Pope following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt.
Nice execution, especially in close. Caldwell Pope showing he's more than just a player that likes it on the perimeter.
Suggs against Young. Inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Suggs. Lays it up and banks it in.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Johnson kicks to Okongwu. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
For three, Caldwell Pope. The shot, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every
tie game in Atlanta. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And so in the game for the Magic, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. And here is Johnson. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Young with no one around. Drops in the tray. Young's got 5.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got the lead back up to 4 now for Orlando. Young pass to Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's deflected and stolen by Okongwu. On its way from Young for 2. Kicks it out to Johnson. A second chance effort, and he gets the bucket. It's a tie ball game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bitadze the pass to Caldwell Pope. To the left wing. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Young for 3. The putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And there it is for them. 11 points in the game. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Again, Young missing. Orlando leading by 3. Here's Banchero. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Banchero. The offensive rebound. Young outside. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball.
And the biggest reason Banchero...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And stolen by Okongwu. Rizachet with it. Defended now by Wagner. And the shot goes in. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
No, that's a great sign for Rizachet, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The kick out to Young. Johnson sets the screen for Young. They get it back. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Terrence Mann. Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Puffkin in at the point. Isaac outside. And Isaac throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
LeVert with it. Aston Niang down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3, good on the triple. Niang's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Anthony.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
The Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Capella. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. There's the steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. On up the court. And here's Carter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Anthony. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Magic leading by 10. Isaac passes to Queen. Anthony, no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 7.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Mann with it. Isaac picks him up. That one goes in. Mann's got his first bucket in this one. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. On the wing, Isaac. He's covered by Niang. Here's Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. That's good from Anthony. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta, trailing by 13. Pass to Capella. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac passes to Queen. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's the 3. Carter pulls it in. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Misses in close. The Hawks trail by 13. Mann passes to Niang. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Niang's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hawks.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Young's shot is off. Magic leading by 13. Banchero with the ball. Okongwu covering. Anthony's shot is off. And has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Young, a good look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Young's got 10 points in the game.
It's all about smart choices, and Trae Young's making them right now.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Magic have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. So Anthony nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 13. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young dishes to Okongwu. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Now Daniels Scoreless thus far. And Okongwu slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Anthony is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Bitonze in at the center position.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
It's good.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
2 points. That one goes. Here's Anthony. Here he goes to the middle. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Oh, good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 9. Young for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Young looking around. Johnson with a screen on him. Young's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Banchero passes to Bitonze. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. Banchero against Johnson. Banchero, that's good.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Young for 3. Again, Young missing.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Young for 3. Again, Young missing.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Count that bucket.
Kept moving, never took his eye off the hoop. Caldwell Pope, the grinder of a bucket.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Again, Young missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Suggs. His three-pointers off the mark. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. 15-point game. The good-looking shot from the wing. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Suggs with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young from outside trains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
And the range that Young has is considerable. His three-pointer is a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Pass to Bitadze. Banchero outside. Here's Bitadze. 5 on the clock. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. Basket good. And the Magic lead by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Magic.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paolo Banchero.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Another miss by Young.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot.
We've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at center, locking down the middle. Hield passes to Butler. Back to Hield. Outside, Green. Pass to Hield. And here's Moody. Green, a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Hield, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
Young with it. Fires the three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
On target from range.
Jimmy Butler taking it upon himself to get those 3 points back.
And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
Now, here's Green. Here's Butler. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
A nice shot by Young.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie. And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Atlanta. Curry passes to Green. Okongwu with the rebound.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And a deep three from Young. They get the rebound. Okongwu, a screen on Curry. Man, showing some terrific range. Young's got 8.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Butler passes to Curry. Outside, Green. Floats one up, and Okongwu with the block. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To the inside, Johnson. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Moody. He's scoreless, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
The Hawks leading. 1:07 left in the first. And there's the lob. Outside Young. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. 4-3. Rebounded by Hield. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Green, the pass to Moody. Back to Green. Curry against Young. For 3. The shot that time not on target.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Butler passes to Hield. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. And here's Young. Give him 8 points now. Takes a 13-footer. And it's Young again missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. Pass to Ricochet. Back to Young. Fires the 3. That is Trae's shot. The 3.
Ice Trae, looking cool as ever, just draining it.
Here's Curry. And he makes it on the layup.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
It's stolen. Moody passes to Butler. Pulls up for 3. Moody misses. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 3-point lead. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Atlanta has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Now here's Young. 11 points in the game. Curry with a steal. Throws it up high. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just a ferocious finish. Butler is a force out there. I mean, he really plays with a big chip on his shoulder.
Pass to Young. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And they're pushing it up. Here's Butler. The rebound by Atlanta. Risaché's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Young. To halt the run. And it's good on the lay-in. Okongwu's got his first points of the night.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Here's Green. Good D by Okongwu. For Atlanta, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Offensive board. Pass to Daniels. Young with it. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. And he's going for the lob. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Moody on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Atlanta. Now Young. 14 points for him. Fires from way outside. And it's Young again missing. Curry from deep 3-point land. And the Warriors miss again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Johnson a screen on Curry. Young from long range. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Young way outside. The offensive rebound. A deep 3. Nice tray. So good. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this one. Shot is good by Curry.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Curry with it. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. What a game from deep, making 5 trays. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Jonathan Kuminga's out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Spencer in at the point guard position.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Niang. Outside for LeVert. Hangs. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Post shot, no good. The Hawks lead by 5. Niang outside. That three's off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Spencer. Back to Kuminga. Niang with it. Kuminga defends. From behind the arc. Niang outside. The three hits the three-pointer. And now an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's LeVert. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Warriors trail by 8. Outside Payton. Pass to Kuminga. From about 19. The rebound by Atlanta. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. On the wing man. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's Niang. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Knocked loose. Man, the pass to Capella. Finished off the break. Capella's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
LeVert with the ball. Payton covering. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice.
Spencer. His first team play.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. Here's Niang. Three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 12. Pass to Post. The three is up. He drops it from range. Post has got 5.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
LeVert outside. Shots blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Post. He's checked by LeVert. And yep, it's good. 7 points in the game.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
The Hawks lead by 7. Niang outside from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
On the wing, Payton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Post. Nails it from beyond the arc. Now just a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Payton with it. Now LeVert defending. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Payton. Outside Kuminga. From deep. The shot no good. And so Capella will bring it up for Atlanta. They held a 12-point lead earlier. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Buffkin. No good from outside. Outside Peyton takes a three. And he can't get that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And here's Young. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Young. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Hield passes to Green. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
And Green is so clever at forcing the D's hand. Gotta be careful how you guard him inside.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Atlanta leading by 6. And a deep 3 from Young. Young missing again. The Warriors shooting an average of 43% from the floor.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Butler. Butler, so crafty around the rim.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Young against Butler. To the right side. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. Johnson a screen on Butler. Young missing again.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Johnson for 3, and it's blocked by Butler.
An outstanding defender. Butler uses his size and length well to swat shots.
The Hawks lead by 4. Now here's Young. Looking to get it going. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Young's got 21 points in the game. Moody passes to Butler. Outside, Green. Butler a screen on Okongwu. And he lobs it up. And it's Butler with the jam.
And for his position, Green has impressive vision with the ball, helping him find the wide open man.
Young looking over the floor. Pass to Risache. With the floater. Curry against Johnson. And the shot goes in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Curry finds Hield. Here's the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 6th rebound on the night. Young against Curry. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Butler. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Risache. Risache's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Young from long range. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 7 tonight. The 3 from Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
This one for three. And it's Young again missing.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Curry with another miss.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And it's Young again missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
They've got numbers. Pass to Okongwu. Young against Butler. The three. Young missing again.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
And it's in.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Young. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
A terrific position defender. Draymond can also challenge shots and protect the rim.
Curry from deep three-point land. Misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks. Pulling it out for the W. This one was in the balance right. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along.
depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we... see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now Golden State's starting five. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Moses Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The Magic shooting their first free throw of the contest. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
They retain possession. Butler kicks to Curry. Butler a screen on Suggs. Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Suggs. Five to shoot. There's the drive. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Floats it up for Butler, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Suggs against Butler. Pass to Banchero. Banked in off the glass. Banchero's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulls right through it.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Suggs. The Warriors making the shot. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. It's picked off. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Now, here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Butler, no good. Orlando leading by 9. Suggs finds Banchero. 1:25 left to play here in the first. Back to Suggs. Clock at 4. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Kept alive. Over to the left wing. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Magic have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Green kicks to Heel. Moody the pass to Butler. Three-pointer, Heel. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Banchero. Here's Bitadze. Green with the rebound. Pass to Butler. Now Curry. Back to Butler. It's blocked. And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Then it's Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. Curry can't get it to go. Magic leading by 10. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Isaac misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Anthony looking it over. And he converts the layup. Anthony's got his first basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Green kicks to Butler. No good from outside.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Moody finds Green. Throws it up high. And the slam by Moody.
Sometimes the basics are all you need. Draymond runs a fundamental play to a great effect.
Anthony against Curry. Anthony drives in. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And the slam by Moody.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Carter kicks to Isaac. Back to Carter. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to De Silva. Driving the lane, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
So it's Orlando now after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Anthony down low, guarded by Curry. Isaac against Butler. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
The tray. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Warriors trail by 14. Hield from outside. Sinks the triple. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And that's what Hield is paid to do, stretch the floor for this offense.
To the left side wing. They swipe it. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. And it's the Magic with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Just 5 to shoot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Hield dishes to Kuminga. Puts up a three. Hield can't hit. Orlando leading by 11. Batadze the pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Kuminga goes in. And Kuminga throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Warrior substitution. Number 2, Brandon Podziemski.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Payton. And Payton throws it down.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
On the inbound, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Ahead by 9 is the quarter. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Payton. He's out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. Here's Post. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Post has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. And Suggs throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Pajemski with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Spencer. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Orlando moving the ball around. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So it's the Warriors now. It's a 10-point game. Outside, Payton. De Silva with the rebound. The Magic shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Anthony finds Isaac. Here's De Silva. Isaac a screen on Payton. Here's De Silva. Out to Carter. Just 5 on the clock, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
Payton with a screen on Carter. Post. Here's Spencer, covered by Anthony. No good from Payton.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Warriors trail by 12. Pass to Post. Isaac with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Knocked away. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. And the shot is good. Kuminga's got his second basket of the night.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
De Silva with the bucket.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And the turnover again by Golden State. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Warriors trail by 15. Three-pointer, Payton. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with a solid find there that leads to a bucket.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And there's Banchero on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Banchero's got 12 points in the game. Warriors are gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Zero fear in Green's game. Loves mixing it up down low.
Here's Bitadze, and they pick up 2. And the Magic lead by 19.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Butler with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game time.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Yep, that one goes in there. Bitadze's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Curry against Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. He's got 8. A 3 off the inbound. Bang. bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than...
And so it's Orlando with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Magic leading by 23. Banchero outside. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Butler passes to Hield. Back to Butler from close range. And that's off the glass and in. Butler's got his first points of the game.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Wagner left side. Banchero hits the jumper.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Suggs passes to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
He takes it in, and Suggs throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Curry, good.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
The Magic have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Down low, here's Wagner. Lays it up off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Suggs. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. No coverage that time. Suggs has got 14 points now in the second half. Butler from outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Butler. Jacks up a three. Curry can't get it to go.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. The Magic again can't hit. The Warriors shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Suggs.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Here's Banchero, and finished off by Banchero.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now, here's Suggs. Tight defense on him from 20 feet out. That's good on the jump shot.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Back to Curry. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Fires, high post. It's tipped. Here's Banchero. Softly drops in the floater.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Lets the 3 fly. No good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Now here's Suggs. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Suggs. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
Young looking around. They get it back.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Outside Young, over Suggs. The kick out to Young. Let's go with a 3. Orlando with a rebound. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Wagner. Rejected by a Kongwu. And he's able to get it back. Banchero in the post. Johnson on him. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Banchero. Driving inside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Hard to defend Banchero this close to the rim. Even when you contest his shot, he can still finish.
Okongwu finds Young, and stolen by Suggs. In transition, the Magic on the run. Banchero no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim. Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
There's the steal. Here we go. The 3 from Suggs. Knocks down the triple. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you look at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is a wonderful defender, and you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
Now here's Young to end the run. Atlanta again missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Young. 8-point game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And Atlanta misses again.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Suggs. He has 7. To the middle. Banchero with it. And it's Young picking him up. 5 on the clock. Here's Suggs. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Connects from downtown. 6 points for him.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Banchero with a screen on Young. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Banchero outside. Goes back up. It's blocked.
Yeah, that was great job on defense from Daniels. He knows how to distract shooters.
Young from long range. The kick out to Johnson. 3-pointer. Young missing again. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. 7-point differential. Here's Batase. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead, up by 7. After this break, we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. Young from long range sinks the tray. Young's got 9 points. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. And a deep 3 from Young. Young missing again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Batadze, the pass to Banchero. Down low. And Batadze gets it to go. And now a 12-point Orlando lead.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
Young way outside. And Atlanta misses again. For Orlando, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Banchero, the rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
A line change here for Orlando. Here's Young, plenty of space. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
And Anthony slams it in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Ice Trae, looking cool as ever, just draining it.
Anthony misses. Hawks trail by 9. Young, the pass to Okongwu. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Queen. Back to Isaac. Inside, De Silva. And a missed layup. The Hawks have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Johnson a screen on Anthony. Young from long range. Young missing again. Orlando leading by 9. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Bo's got some hops.
Young against Anthony. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Queen. No points yet. Anthony up top. And Anthony slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Young from long range. Oh, Oh, the bomb from Young. My goodness.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
That last shot got Anthony geeked up. He wanted some revenge.
Outside Young. Okongwu, a screen on Anthony. Here's Young. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Young's got 13 points now in the quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Anthony slams it in.
You see the quickness there from Anthony, beating everybody to the spot.
Outside Young. There's the screen by Johnson. His first shot coming late. Ricochet, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from...
Oh, nice! Big finish!
Man! Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so it's Orlando, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've done appreciated, Allie, and we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And with a big gap on the teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then there's Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the 3. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Hawks trail by 12. LeVert with the ball. Now guarded by Isaac. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Magic. And here's LeVert for 3. Kept alive. Pass to Bufkin. Now Niang. Capella, screen on Isaac.
On defense, Isaac uses his length well. The shooter really has a tough time escaping his presence.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's De Silva. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 ball to go. De Silva's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Niang a screen. Bufkin knocks down the long J.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Carter, the pass to Anthony. Isaac outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hawks trail by 10. Outside man. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, that's offensive interference. Orlando leading by 10. Now Anthony. He's got 11. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's man. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And the foul called. On Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Anthony with a bucket.
This has been Anthony's night for sure. Everything going exactly right for him at the offensive end.
LeVert passes to man. Back to LeVert. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's LeVert. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, you know, LeVert is pretty well put together at 6'7", which allows him to bang inside effectively.
That one misses. Magic leading by 9. Pass to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Magic have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Queen, defended by Niang. Isaac left side. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. The Magic need to put one up here. Out to Anthony. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Buffkin. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. He launches a 3. To the left wing. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. De Silva's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Here's Buffkin. A good-looking shot from the wing. Magic leading by 12. 36 seconds left in the third. Pass to De Silva from downtown. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 11.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolled. Impossible to stop.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Hawks trail by 17. Outside Young. Lets the 3 fly. To the inside. It'll count. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 17. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Tyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. Takes the 3, knocks it down from distance.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Young from long range drops in the 3. Young's got 22.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
First team foul.
Here's Caldwell Pope. A 3 from the inbound. He buries it from 3. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Risache. Johnson a screen on Suggs. To the middle. Here's Risache. 6 to shoot. There's Young with the 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Hawks trail by 17. Launches it from deep. Orlando with a rebound. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Here's Daniels. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. There's Young with the 3.
Oh, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there, reacted quickly and got the block.
Orlando leading by 17. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Risache. Picked up by Okongwu. Young from long range. Orlando grabs the miss.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
He shoots. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Hawks trail by 15. Young from long range. Rebounded by Suggs.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Batate, the pass to Banchero. From deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 8 rebounds in the game.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Magic.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Suggs.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 18. From deep three-point land, Orlando with the rebound. And Carroll passes to Suggs. From deep three-point land.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Atlanta on D. Jacks up a three. Okongwu with the rebound. So it's Atlanta now. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Young. Here's Orlando. 16-point lead. Orlando again missing. Fires away from way outside. The shot won't fall. Caldwell Pope for three. Fires in the triple.
Caldwell Pope.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their master.